Becoming that girl sounds great on paper until it's time to maintain her. You've already decided to be her, to become her, to step in the energy of that girl, to move like her, to talk like her, to walk like her, to dress like her. This part of the glow up, it's not about the rebrand, it's about maintenance. So if you're on your glow up journey and you've ever felt like you're on a high one week, you're doing great, you are that girl, and then the next week you've fallen off, or 2 weeks later you've fallen off, this video is for you. If you've ever questioned, am I actually living my dream life? Am I actually that girl, or am I just performing online? This video is for you. Hey loves, if you're new here, I'm Paris, and around here we're all about beauty, fashion, lifestyle, and personal development, becoming that girl. Because glowing up isn't just about aesthetics. It's about becoming the version of you that's soft, strong, secure, magnetizing in real life. It's about glowing up from the inside out. Today's theme, elevated self-respect. Let's get into the video. I know we talk so much about habits, but this is the maintenance, the habits that it takes to actually sustain the energy and the being of that girl. Habit 1, romanticize maintenance, not just the transformation. I know all over the internet we see befores, we see afters, and we glorify that journey. It should be celebrated, but let's romanticize the maintenance, the journey, not just the before and the after. Because when you're truly stepping into the energy of being that girl, you are constantly evolving and working on yourself to be the best version of yourself. By now, you've started with your morning routine, your rituals, your workout routine, and you were feeling like that girl. But how long did that last? Let's be real. Did that last for 2 weeks? Did that last for a month? Did that last for 2 months? How are we doing? Let's check in. And are you posting your morning affirmations, your matcha, your workout, yet behind the scenes you are skipping meals, skipping workouts, and falling asleep with your makeup on? I'm lovingly calling you out. So many times it's like we go all in on the aesthetic and the vibe and the aura, and we forget the structure that supports it, and we forget the maintenance. I've been here. I set myself up for success. I'm doing all the things. I'm never falling asleep with my makeup on, but I'm doing all the things. I want to work out 5 times during the week. I'm doing a lot better now. I'm like, I'm going to work out 5 times this week. I'm going to make sure that I train weights twice, I do Pilates twice, and then I have a free class for whichever workout I want to do. I set a goal for myself, and it's a little too big for my week. That's okay, but here's the shift that we're going to make. That girl energy isn't something that you earn once and you've done it for life. It's a decision you make daily. It's embodying that girl energy daily, and it's remembering to get back on track and remembering who you are, that girl, whenever you fall off. You light the candle for you. You do your skincare ritual for you. You do the morning routine. You do the workout routine for you. Not for anyone else, not to perform, not for online. Let me tell you something. This lifestyle sticks when you make it your personal standard. Habit 2, be less available, be intentional. How many times have you answered that text, answered that phone call, or went to those plans that you knew that you didn't really want to be there, you didn't really want to talk to that person, you didn't even really want to hear from that person? How many times has your energy been drained? Hi, buddy. Please don't bite it. Are you making an appearance? You making an appearance, Mickers? Tell them, Mickey, how many times have you said yes to going to the dog park and you didn't really want to go to the dog park? Be honest, how many times have you answered that text that you knew would drain your energy? How many times have you answered that phone call that you knew would drain your energy? How many times have you said yes to plans that you knew you were going to cancel later? Or how many times have you said yes to plans and you really truly did not want to go at all? If you're new here, this is Mickey. We've all been there. We've said yes when we wanted to say no. We've agreed to something hesitantly and did it anyways. And later we think, why did I show up to these plans I didn't really want to be at? Or why did I just give that person access to me and my energy? Or why did I just waste 30 minutes of my life listening to that person complain about the same situation that they continue to put themselves in? It's like that we forget that we have free will. We have a choice. We can make decisions, whatever we want almost, every day. We don't have to go to those plans that we don't really want to attend. We don't have to pick up that phone call that we don't really want to pick up. We don't have to respond to that text right away or at all if we choose to. It's like we forget that we have a choice because we're so used to being polite, pleasant, or available to everyone. Here's the shift we're going to make. That girl moves with intention. Not only does she move with clarity, but she moves with intention. She doesn't rush to respond, she protects her energy. She doesn't keep surrounding herself with people and places and conversations that drain her, she protects her energy. She doesn't ghost, she addresses and she protects her energy. You actually don't have to say yes out of guilt. You actually don't have to explain or over explain yourself. You are allowed to be unavailable, unreachable, and protect your energy. And that girl moves like her energy, her time, her presence is sacred, because it is. Habit 3, raise your standards and actually enforce them. I'll repeat that one more time. Raise your standards and actually enforce them. Have you ever been in that phase where you're telling everyone, I will never tolerate that again? You're high value, you're posting your affirmations or your quotes online, but you're still texting the guy back who doesn't plan dates. You're still hanging out with friends or people who don't respect your boundaries. You're still showing up for people who don't even ask, how are you doing? I've been guilty of this a time or 10, and I probably will be guilty of this somewhere in the future. But the best reminder for me of my standards, not only have I set them cutthroat, but to remind me of my standards, I remember I am that girl. What would that girl do? That girl energy isn't just pretending or performing, it's who you truly are. And when you start thinking of how she would move differently, how she would move intentionally, everything is going to shift for you. Even if you get a little distracted, even if you get a little off, remember what that girl would do. She's in you. You just need to remind yourself, what would she do in this situation? And this helps me to remember who I am and the standards that I've set for myself in my life. And a part of you always knows that you do deserve better. It's just that the follow through is not matching up. Here's the shift I want you to make. Becoming that girl means that your actions finally match your words. It means you don't chase closure, you create distance. It means you finally stop making excuses for people who do not value you or respect you, the ones that repeatedly show you. You don't have to be loud about your standards. You're that girl energy. And that's when you become that girl. And that's when you become those standards. Because when you truly embody self-worth, self-respect, self-love, you don't want anyone around you who does not meet those standards. You stop entertaining anything that threatens it. This season of your life, this glow up, this era that you're in, isn't just about effort, it's about energy. Becoming that girl is a mindset. It's a mindset shift, it's energy. You don't become her and show up as her for 2 weeks and then quit. You don't become her and coast. You choose to be her every day. Let me know in the comments which habit hit you the hardest, and maybe find a friend in the comments and hold each other accountable. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll post my socials below, and I would love to connect with you on all the platforms. And as always, see you in the next video.